Good morning and welcome to Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. We, as human beings, lead a life where the biggest problem is repaying the debts. And until we have repaid the debts, we lead a life which is full of burden. Not paying a debt can be burden morally, mentally, physically, and emotionally. But there's an unspoken debt. Do we ever repay it? And what's that? We'll come to that in a short time. As a matter of fact, if you want to lead a happier life, it's important to repay not only the financial debts that you have incurred, but the emotional debts, the psychological debts as well. Our well being is testing times, or everywhere, is linked with both physical and mental health. And greater happiness is required, especially these days when pandemics, financial liabilities have take a heavy toll on the mental health. And that's precisely the reason that we should repay the debt that we do not talk about, that we do not even acknowledge. As a matter of fact, debt about which we are not even aware of. And how do we repay the debt? We repay the debt by expressing our gratitude. The first thing that we have to be grateful about is that we are alive. Our existence itself, this priceless gift of life, which can be burdensome at many times, calls for repayment of debt. When we look at the trees, the mountains, the rivers, the glaciers, the vast, unending oceans, the beautiful horizon when the sun sets and when the sun rises. As a matter of the whole beauty of nature that exists around us is the largest gift given to us. Do we ever express our thankfulness and our gratitude to Mother Nature for providing us these beautiful signs? We enter in the gallery, pay the ticket, take home a scenery depicting nature, copying nature. The real nature? No, we don't. We are not even thankful. We fall sick, take oxygen, and pay heavily for that. And we breathe air every second. And we are not grateful, not a word, not a thought of gratefulness. And the calm imposed by this beauty of nature, which soothes our pains, removes our mental tension. Do we pay for that? And it doesn't require money, gold, silver, gems to repay that. It's just a silent expression of joy and gratitude. We feel speechless with a sense of wonder. And in case we are grateful, when I look at the sunrise in the morning from my window or go to the balcony and stand, and as the colors change, they are inspiring. No artist can ever copy that, however big, famous, or creative he may be. And this gratitude exists in the inner realms of our life, at the core of the center of our existence. And the fact is that now the researchers are discovering that the sense of gratefulness the sense of gratitude not only has a profound impact on our overall health, it helps in reducing depression, anxiety, and believe me, even sleep disorders. As a matter of fact, I was reading a paper, it was published in 2010 by Jeffrey Irock and Adam Gargetti, called Gratitude and Well-Being. And this research paper is very, very well written and concludes that gratitude is related to a variety of clinically relevant phenomena, and that is called psychopathology, depression, adaptive personality, including positive social relationships, and physical health. Now, if your mental health, if your physical health can be maintained, then naturally the stress would not be there. The day to day stress that we face can always be washed away with gratitude to nature, to life. And that's why the Japanese system of tree hugging, or rather forest bathing, they call it, is important. According to the psychologists and the psychiatrists, integration with nature and acceptance of the fact that we are obliged to the nature, expression of that gratitude, not only improves our physical health, but also is an antidote against depression, stress, and ultimately enables or promotes sound sleep. As a matter of fact, a study was done on a community of 247 people. And these people, 247 people, were showing signs of excessive stress, worrying, anxiety disorder. And through controlled gratitude expression and intervention, they found a sense of gratitude was reducing their body dissatisfaction and excessive worry. Earlier, also, a study was done in 2003 where the participants maintained a diary of everyday events for which they were grateful. And they were also told that even getting up in the morning should be an act of gratitude. You didn't die in sleep. And the study clearly concluded that gratitude is strongly related to well being. I remember reading in Gita that Krishna tells to Arjuna, "Hey Arjun, your whole being needs to surrender for the gifts of peace, happiness, and external abode, the eternal abode, sorry. The surrender Krishna is talking about is a deep gratitude towards existence, towards life, and all the valuable things that life has given us. And that's a major thing. Life has given us so much, and it has given us pain. I don't deny it. Somebody was other day asking me that, what do I do in my pain? And I said, well, look here, I'm thankful because it's my pain, it's my special pain. And very few people suffer this kind of extreme pain where it's 8, 0 to 10 scale, 8 all the time. And when the attack is there, it goes to 10 and 11 and 12 and 13 and whatnot. But then I'm not depressed because it's my pain. So can be grateful even for the pain. And why not be grateful for the prayer? Everything that we have in life has a meaning and it can bring us joy. When we look at the trees in the morning for the breeze, it is in fact a prayer. I don't know whether people have to go to the temples and the gurdwaras and the church to pray. Looking at the nature, partaking the beauty of the nature, smelling the fragrance of the flowers, enjoying the dew on the grass, the rustling of the leaves, all that is music. Maybe with a charm more than the Fifth Symphony of Mozart. And when we see misery and pain, we often see that the people who are feeling miserable, who are feeling pain, try to shy away from nature. But if they go back to the nature, they'll be better. The gratitude is not to be expressed, it is to be felt. This repayment to the nature is an emotion. It doesn't words to express it. It doesn't need them. The sense of enjoying it and then feeling grateful, wow, I'm enjoying it itself, a repayment. When we see misery, pain, we try to help that person who needs help. And this action could bring joy to someone. But like resisting, we have many things in abundance. And a note of thankfulness can change our life. I personally feel that people who pray to God without enjoying the bounty of nature and then they pray in the cloistered chambers are not really in communion with it. You don't have to go to the church to pray. The best prayer is enjoying nature, at one with nature, where the daffodils can bring, even the remembrance of the daffodils can bring back to you the joy. And when the people say they are lonely, why? Solitude is not being loneliness. As I said, I wrote the other day. Loneliness is a state of mind. When you express gratitude for every small thing, you get up in the morning, have your bath, by itself, the water from the shower gushing. And are you thankful? No, you are not. That itself is a gift. You have your morning cup of coffee or tea. Are you thankful to your wife or partner? You don't have to say thank you, but the feeling that somebody is careful about you, somebody irons your shirt, somebody looks after you, somebody has a concern for you. So from nature, this compassion, this feeling of gratitude descends to the human level. And that increases the social interaction, basically. We should never think of our life, existence, social relationship in terms of quantity, big or small. I remember Kabir writing at place, Tinka Kabula Nindi. That means don't even criticize a piece of straw. Do not even show disrespect to a speck of dust. There's a deep message in that statement. Each thing has relevance to us, it has its own value. The only thing is, we need to acknowledge that everything in existence is offering us an opportunity, a potential to bring harmony and balance in life. Feeling gratitude, having a sense of gratefulness, is a true communion with existence and perhaps the real fragrance of life. And when we miss it, we are missing a lot. And in fact, we are declaring ourselves bankrupt emotionally, psychologically. We should be grateful for breathing, for being helped, not for helping, and for the abundance of the joys of life. I go for a shop and my wife accompanies me. She's careful that I don't stumble. There's a concern, and I'm grateful for that. Why should I not be? The sense of concern, the sense of feeling, the emotion that prevails makes me feel gratitude. And the feeling of gratitude, deep gratitude, should be our intrinsic nature. And once it becomes your intrinsic nature, you'll realize that majority of the complaints shall simply disappear. And the result would be that you will be swimming in an ocean of joy, celebration, and total bliss. You shall be leading a much happier life. The quantum of happiness would increase manifold. If repaying a debt, a financial debt, relieves you from tension and worry, you feel more free. Would repayment of this psychological debt not make you much more happy? It would. So if you want to lead a happier life, you need to live in a state of perpetual gratitude and thankfulness. And that will make you a better human being, a better person, a happier person. Thank you.